States of America. The 13 colonies were originally ruled by Britain. And then people in the 13 colonies wanted independence. So then they wrote down a bunch of laws and then sent them to Britain. And the King of Britain didn't like it, so then he ordered soldiers to go attack the 13 colonies. So then they sailed on ships to America, to the 13 colonies, and then they had war. And then the people in America, the famous people, were George Washington and Benjamin Franklin. George Washington, his army, and George Washington. Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, and his army. So then on 1817, on Christmas Eve, they decided to sail all the way across the Delaware River and attack them. So then Benjamin Franklin went to the French leaders and contacted them with Morse code. And then they accepted it, and then they helped the 13 colonies with money, food, ships, armor, and men. And then, America won, and then they got their independence, and then they signed the Declaration of Independence on July 2nd, but then it wasn't approved until July 4th. So then July 4th, Benjamin Franklin originally wanted July 2nd to be the day, and it would be celebrated with fireworks and parties. But then it got changed to July 4th, which is every July 4th. So on Independence, which is also called Independence Day, because, on July 4th they got their independence. So then, as they were presidents, the United States got bigger because they made states part of it, part of America, and then the whole United States has slavery. And then there was Abraham Lincoln, and then he decided to stop slavery. So then he said that he tried becoming president, and then he became the 16th president. And then he said no more slavery as a law, but then there became the Civil War. Civil means between two sides of one country. So the sides were the North and the South. And the South people call themselves the Confederate States. So then they had a war and nearly 1,600 men were killed. 1,600 men were killed in that war. And then in April, when Abraham Lincoln went to Ford Theater, he was killed by John Wilkes Booth. And he was assassinated by Booth. So then the president, as they went on, there was other famous people like Theodore Roosevelt, who was one of our founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, and strangely, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson both died on the same day the Declaration of Independence was signed, which is a weird thing and a weird coincidence. So this is the end of history and up to present. So bye-bye.